So these are the 4 patterns that we tied that imitated the Chironomid larva, which was the bloodworm, the red and black ice cream cone with the white metal bead head, the reddish brown with silver ribbed Chironomid pupa with the shell back, and then the chromie. All 3 of those Chironomid pupa plus the Chironomid larva can be fished with floating lines and indicators, floating lines and longer leaders without an indicator, and they can also be fished with the full sinking line technique. The key thing to remember about fishing Chironomid pupa and bloodworms is that you want to start fishing those patterns closer to the bottom than higher in the water column. Particularly with the Chironomid larva or the bloodworm, it spends its entire life in the larval stage in the mud-water interface near the bottom of the lake. The chromie is an interesting pattern developed by Phil Rowley, and the chromie imitates that Chironomid pupa at the stage where it's trapped a lot of gas under its thorax and abdomen, so it gets quite silvery in appearance. That's why it's tied with the holographic tinsel as the body. The red and black Chironomid pupa and the reddish brown Chironomid pupa with the silver wire rib are both good Chironomid pupa to fish closer to the bottom as well. Don't forget, Chironomid larvae and resulting pupa can be emerging in 25, 35, 45, 55 feet of water. And the way the angler is going to know there's anything happening out there is by looking on the surface of the lake for the shucks or for the adults that are emerging, or seeing birds such as nighthawks or swallows feeding out in deeper water. That's the indication that something's going on. We're also using the aquarium net to dip pupa out of the water, dip adult chironomids out of the water. That way you get an idea of color and size. So it all makes sense, but it all starts out by making sure you're observant on the water and looking in the water and on the water to see what's going on.